And this new law, as Rafe said, is absolutely vital to anyone who is in a committed relationship and who either can't or doesn't want to get married. And to illustrate that point, I want to introduce two people that you may have seen this morning on the front page of the Denver and West section of the Denver Post. Two people that are going to be filing their designated beneficiary agreement this morning, Patricia Yarrow and Liz Gettings. Welcome.
Good morning. We're very happy to be here this morning.
How's that?
Thank you. We're here to file our designated beneficiary agreements, but we're here in front of the microphone because we think it's really important to get the word out about what this law is and what it does and who it's for. I want to reiterate what Mr. Stedman just said. This isn't just for same-sex couples. It's for any unmarried adults who want to be able to provide for and take care of each other in times of crisis and need. Designated beneficiaries can be long-term friends. They can be roommates. They can be opposite-sex couples who don't choose to be married, as well as people like us who cannot be married. I was speaking with a friend the other day, and she thought because of the title of the law, Designated Beneficiaries, that it was just about insurance. It's not just about insurance. Insurance is one of the things it is about, and that's a very important thing, but it's very far from the whole story. One of the important rights, one of the ones that's important to us, is the right to own property as joint tenants with right of survivorship or as tenants in common. One of the ones that's very important to us is the right to visit each other in the hospital or in a nursing home or in a hospice setting. If something should happen and one of us shouldn't be able to make our own medical decisions, I want this person to be the person who makes those choices for me. She knows what I want. I know what she wants. We've talked about these things. If something happened and one of us needed to take care of the other at home, this will give us the ability to be appointed as a guardian, conservator, or if one of us passes away, to be considered as a personal representative for the other. And if one of us dies without a will, then the other person has the ability to inherit property in the absence of a will. And I'm going to let Liz tell you about some of our personal experiences.
Hi. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with and treated for breast cancer. And, you know, that's terrifying enough. But it's extra terrifying in our situation. And I'd been reading horror stories about things that had happened to couples all over the country. I was worried that I'd be hospitalized for a long period of time and Pat wouldn't be able to visit me. I was worried that perhaps I'd be seriously ill and be put on life support against my wishes. My medical power of attorney may not be honored depending on the hospital, and Pat wouldn't be allowed to make my medical care decisions. Or if I made it home and I needed home care, I wasn't sure she could be my guardian if I wasn't able to speak for myself. And if I died, would they even tell Pat I was gone until they found my legal next of kin? And if they found my legal next of kin, would I be shipped back and buried in Virginia? I don't want to be buried in Virginia. I want my ashes in Colorado. I was afraid my family would challenge my right to leave my belongings and my life insurance to Pat. I'm paying for my life insurance to protect her in case something happens to me. I'm not buying it for my adult children. They're not depending on my income. Pat is. And I had a really hard time getting the insurance company to understand that, why I wanted her to be my beneficiary. And we've been waiting for this for a lot of years. And it's just going to be a huge relief to have a law that backs up our estate documents and our powers of attorney so that we're on firmer ground and hopefully challenges won't work. Thank you.
Now, there are people who've said that these protections are available through existing contractual procedures. As she mentioned, we've had wills drawn up. We have durable health care powers of attorney. We have payable on death designations on our accounts. I can tell you, we can tell you from personal experience that it's very expensive to have those documents drawn up with the help of an attorney. If you can find an attorney who's knowledgeable about the issues that confront same-sex couples. And I can also tell you that I don't recommend that you try to get those documents drawn up without the help of attorney, especially if you have extenuating circumstances. So this law will give people not just the protection of law, but a lower cost protection under the law than we already have through working with our attorney. Also, it can be used as part of an estate planning strategy, such as the one that we already have enacted. Okay, so we are, I can't tell you how happy, how relieved we are that we are going to be filing this agreement in just a few minutes. This is going to make a real difference in our lives, and I want to thank everyone who works so hard to make this happen. And we are looking forward to the day when these basic rights for all people are recognized throughout the country and throughout the world. Thank you.